star picks are, this is where you can use your character cards. So you can take any of these cards that we have on the side here, any of the character cards that we went over later. Let's start with Mario, because he is the boss after all. And you put Mario's card there, and he pops out of your freaking table. And not only that, but you can actually adjust his pose by selecting him with the D-pad. You can also throw in some Pikmin. And again, we can select the Pikmin, adjust their poses. And you might be saying, well, who cares? What's cool about that? Well, I'll tell you what's cool about that. If you go next to those things, if you go in front of your DS, you can take a picture of you next to Mario. And what's really cool is you can actually make them bigger. So now Mario is like super, he's like, there's like Micro Mario, regular Mario, Super Mario, woo!
Mario!
And yeah, as you move around Mario, the perspective changes. He's in 3D on your table, just like our toy figures there. I just wanted to show that, yeah, as you move your 3DS, the perspective changes. Just as if it were, a real figure on your table. So that's the star cards, and each card, has that character come out of the table, which is really cool. Oh, he can even jump. This is so awesome. Alright guys, the last thing I want to show you in depth here is the Mii picks. Now, just as with the star picks that we went over, this is a posing thing. You're gonna pose characters, but just as in the star picks, you can actually take pictures, and I'll show you how that works here in a second. So you load up the game, and it says Touch Mii. On the bottom of the touch screen, there's a little Mii symbol. So you're going to want to touch that. And you can choose any Mii that you have on your system. I'm obviously partial, but I think it's quite clear that the coolest Mii is me. And there I am, on the table, next to Rosalina. Things are going to get crazy in here, Undertoads. And again, you can change the pose of your Mii simply with a press of a button. Standing on my head, I could do that in real life. Solid, there's Metal Gear Derek. And again, single press of a button, I can be Super Derek. Look at that ginger beauty. So what's really cool about it is, as I mentioned, the 3DS has an SD card. With a simple snap of a button, you can actually take a picture of this, as I just did, and you can save it to your SD card. You can look at it in full screen, and of course, once you take your SD card out, you can do whatever you want with it. You can export it to your computer, put it on your Facebook wall. Look at me, my Mii is saving the princess. I always save princesses. But that is the Mii mode, and it's a really cool little, it is more of a tech demo than anything else, but it's really cool. It's a fun toy to play with, and it's, it's helping. This is what the 3DS is all about. At least theoretically, it's blurring the lines between, reality and the game world. That wall that used to separate us from what we were playing is slowly coming down. Look at me. I'm levitating. So the AR games is free. It actually comes pre-installed on your 3DS. And it's really fun to play with. Not a lot of depth there. It's not something you'll use a lot. But certainly when there's a new friend comes over who hasn't seen a 3DS, this is something to show people, to show them what the system is about and what it can do. And it's a lot of fun to play with. And that is the Nintendo 3DS AR card games.